Okay, I'm gonna make this quick video here for you guys. Hopefully I can help people avoid going through what I did, especially if you have a 350Z or any Japanese, Nissan, Infinity, any of those. Hopefully this video can help you. Bleeding these cars are a bitch, right? Essentially because that stock hardline, hydraulic line right here, if you take this wheel off right here and you look at that line, there's a kind of a silver block. So if you really want to just pay maybe $100, I would detach this, go under the pedal in here, take that, pop this thing out. First of all, check your adjustment rod and see where it's at, if that engagement point's good. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pretty much replace this hydraulic line if you want to. If you don't want to, that's up to you. It just might be more a pain in the ass. But I read through 50 million forums and watched 50 million videos. I'm trying to teach myself my own mechanics. And I wanted to make this video and put this out there because I know someone's probably going to be looking for the same shit. And hopefully this will answer your question. If you're bleeding, you replaced your clutch kit, which is what I did. You pull your transmission out and you go to bleed it. And it's not bleeding. A lot of the time, it's actually because the master cylinder is cooked. See how this cylinder is pressurized now? You push this thing in, it holds itself. This was my previous master cylinder. There was no spring, no pressure. So essentially, I think that any conventional bleeding or anything should have worked, but there was actually just no pressure back on that clutch. That's why the clutch just sticks to the ground or you pop it back up. So essentially what I'm gonna do is, to get in there, there's two of these bolts right here that attach inside. So you get under there, it's kind of a tight squeeze. What you're gonna wanna get, it's actually pretty easy. You're gonna wanna get a small socket wrench and a deep socket, 12 millimeter. Pop that out. On here, you're going to have your hydraulic line. And don't be like me. I fucking, like I said, I'm still learning, but I thought this was just a 10 millimeter. So I stripped my hydraulic line to the point where now I can only use a 10 millimeter. What you wanna do is you wanna use a line wrench. But this thing doesn't even work on here anymore because it's so stripped. But it's really actually not that difficult. If you go to a mechanic, they're gonna charge you a fucking arm and a leg to replace your master cylinder. It's really easy. Pops in right there. It's pretty simple, straightforward. You're gonna go in there, screw those two back on, reattach this hydraulic line, and you really want to prevent air from getting in because it's gonna make it even harder. I'm not gonna replace my hydraulic line yet because I want to see if this works first. So yeah, if you're having a hard time bleeding, check your master cylinder. See if your clutch is sticking and shit. Check your master cylinder. It's not that hard.